On May 6th of 1986, Russell Bovit went missing in Walden, Vermont. He wasn't reported missing till May 11th, and sometime within the next 4 days, his vehicle was found near Coles Pond in Walden, Vermont. Russell owned a farm called the Last Resort in Walden, and he had just sold the property. I learned from my research that Deborah Dawson actually owns 332 Stevens Hill East in Hardwick, Vermont. Russell Bovit had purchased the property in 1979 from his ex-girlfriend, who in 1986, 12 days after he went missing, was purchasing the property back from him. I believe that's his ex-girlfriend. It makes logical sense as well, because in 1979 she sold the property to Russ, and then Russ sold it back to her. She actually owned everything around it, I believe. I'm not sure what the purchase price was. I do know that Russell's property was approximately 20 acres. Russell's vehicle, a Peugeot, was found on the side of the road in a ditch with no attempt to get the vehicle out of the ditch. The police found bloodstains in the passenger seat and bloodstains in the back of the vehicle. They also found bloodstains on the bed that he had at the Last Resort farm after an investigation at the farm itself. Russell's bed had been turned over and flipped so that the blood didn't show. Russ had also open sores on his hands and a back surgery recently, so that could be the reason for the blood. I also believe that he could have just had an accident. Russell was an avid mountain climber and runner, and he could have made the decision to run home. Russell's wallet and a large sum of money was still at the house, untouched, so it wasn't a robbery. Something else occurred on that day, on May 6th of 1986, where now Russell Bovit has been missing for over 30 years. Did Russell just try to hike back to the house through the woods and not make it? Russell had planned to move closer to Stowe, Vermont, and had missed his meeting on May 7th. In 1988, a convicted murderer took responsibility for the murder of Russell Bovit and said that he killed him and that he put him in a Uhaul trailer and dumped him off a cliff at Lake Willoughby. This was a murder. No one's carrying somebody a very long distance or putting them in a U-Haul. They're bringing them close to this location. This was just an accident. Where was Russ going on Coles Pond, and why is his car in that ditch is a bigger question. But in order to follow through with the investigation, Lake Willoughby is the rumor, but it is a very important fact that maybe the U-Haul is in Lake Willoughby, so we'll start there.
Headed to Lake Willoughby. About 345 feet deep, and a U-Haul trailer might be in there with a person in it. I don't know. Let's see what we find out. I'm in the area. Might as well explore. I am going to be doing a little bit of an investigation as much as I can today on Russell Bovit, B-O-V-I-T. Russell was a 31-year-old male who was from Walden, Vermont. He was reported missing by friends after not showing up to a scheduled appointment to purchase property on May 11th of 1986. Russell was last seen by two friends on his dairy farm in Walden, Vermont. It was called the Last Resort Farm. And he was last seen on the evening of May 6th of 1986 and was not reported missing until May 11th. Russ's vehicle, a light blue 1974 Renault, was found stuck in the mud 4 miles from his residence, and it did not appear that any effort was made to remove it. Blood was located in the trunk and passenger side of his car, as well as on Russ's mattress. Tests determined that the blood was from the same person. A convicted murderer, Garth Drew, told investigators that Bovis's body was placed in a Uhaul trailer and dumped in Lake Willoughby. Investigators searched the lake but did not find any evidence to this. It is believed that Russ was murdered, but robbery was not a factor. Russ's parents hired private investigators, and it was believed that he was murdered by a man that died 3 months later and that drugs were involved. It should be noted that Russ reportedly did not use drugs or drink alcohol. So I'm here on the corner at the entrance to Lake Willoughby, and it is not what I expected. And I now understand why it's 350 feet deep at its deepest point. So we're going to take the road all along the edge of this because why not? It's absolutely beautiful. So 38-year-old cold case. His name was Russell Bovit, missing May 6th of 1986. His house is actually a lot further away than I expected. It's 40 minutes away from here. Why they would bring him here, maybe they knew the lake, but he was put in here according to a convict. He was put in here in a U-Haul trailer and dumped off the side and into deep water. But I'm gonna find something that actually shows deep water or a location that is a boat ramp that you could actually roll a trailer into. Lake Willoughby. Welcome to Vermont, and welcome to a new case of Russell Bovit. So I'm going to show you the depths here. I'm not putting the sonar in right now, but so this is the dock and the boat ramp that is the most accessible boat ramp. This has been here forever, but if you look at the buoys, it's 50 feet out there, but out in the middle. But it's really, you can't get a vehicle in or a trailer in and hide it off the boat ramp here. So I was just getting some intel from some of the scuba divers. Said that up on the turn where the mountain turns and the two mountains come together, it drops down to 200 feet. Somewhere it gets to 385, but according to my sonar system, which I'm going to show you right now, I'm here on the bank, I'm right here at the boat ramp, and if you look here on my sonar, I'm right there on the corner. So my sonar is running right now, so I can show you the road. The road goes along, and the tightest location goes all the way down, right down through here, and it's 15 feet all along the road. And then at one point it gets to 50 in the corner, 90 over there. But again, the road is only on this side of the lake. And when you get going up the hill, it goes to 150, goes back to 90 feet. The middle is 300 feet deep. But the side is 90 feet deep all along the edge. And the only access location is from about here to drop a trailer off the hillside. So if you're planning to drop a trailer and make it go away with a person, you're going to drop it off the road somewhere where you can get it in and it's easy access, and also it's discreet. So I'm going to drive this road all the way down on Lake Willoughby, all the way down the run, and see if there's a spot where there was an old turnoff. Again, everything's changed since '86. Guardrails have changed, access has changed, viewing locations have changed. But maybe there's a camp on the hillside or a place that you can park for a second and then let the trailer just roll off the hill. And that's the only thing I can think of from the standpoint of this case for this individual that makes any sense. So again, driving down the road 90 feet, 150 feet in this corner, right along the edge, and then it drops back down to 50 feet. Again, that inside's 150. It's 90 all the way around. Let me just see here, like 130 feet, 90 feet. So I'd say somewhere in this region, if there's a location to turn around between here and here, between there and there, that's the spot. So this section right here is where I would assume that someone would drop a trailer down off the hill. So again, he could be other places. This is the rumor, so we are just investigating the rumor.
And so of course we heard stories, but then there was a yellow submarine that came in the lake, and I remember I came down to see it. I left work to go down to see it.
Yeah, it says the state police put in a 2-man submersible into the lake to go to the 300-foot depth. You're at 150 feet over there. As you come over the cliff, according to my sonar system, I've got 90 feet to 130, then 150, and then back to 90, then back down to 15. So you have the depth along the where you come over the hill. You have that depth where the two mountains, in essence, are looking at each other.
Right, yeah, right in the middle there.
But you have to be able to, again, you're not going to put a trailer in at a boat ramp. You're going to roll the trailer down and let it go, and hope that it gets to the river, to the lake. So that only spot is over there, but you have to be discreet. It's May 6th.
Oh yeah. Well, it was in the middle of the night. They could have probably done it.
They could have done it in the night, but it really comes down to where was the guardrail not at in '86.
Right.
So again, it is a rumor. So the fact is that the U-Haul trailer rumor came from a convict in jail from another convict.
Oh, that's how it started. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it could be a little bit of like he killed him,
and telling a story, like trying to get out of some of his jail time by saying that yeah, this is where they dumped that U-Haul trailer. Not really sure if it's true or not. So, but he could be in any lake. The issue is that the guy's from Walden, so it's a long way away to be here.
Yeah.
From Walden, it's 40 minutes away.
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if you're just trying to get it totally out of your area of,
Your life.
Yeah.
Make it so
Anywhere you would normally go.
Yeah, that way it doesn't look like you were there. And back in '86, you don't have any pings on phones. You don't have any.
That's right. Yeah.
You don't have any of that, so you can't follow a phone.
There weren't even cell phones.
Yeah,
wow,
so
that's pretty interesting. So you're looking at so you're trying to scope this out.
Yeah. So what I do is
investigative reporting then.
Yeah. So what I do is I create a case file for each one of them that are in New England that are missing with a car or a trailer, that something that is actually findable by sonar. I've been with Adventures with Purpose since 2021, 2022, when we found Donnie Messier in the Winooski River, the red truck.
There's not many missing people around that.
Well, we have 3,500 missing persons in the U.S. with cars.
With cars. Just with cars.
Just with cars.
So them and their cars are missing.
Both them and their cars. And so it's a very unique niche because no one's looking for their cars in water.
Do you know these guys here?
No, but nice to know that
they come in quite a bit.
Yeah, they're doing 150-foot dives.
Yeah.
That's But now they know that case exists.
Oh, I wondered if you guys were talking. I didn't know if you had known each other or something.
No. I wanted to show them.
So it's a good coincidence that you showed up at the same time.
Yeah. Have fun, guys.
Have a good one. See ya.
Good luck out there. They're going out to dive. They dive at 150 feet. They're certified divers up to 200 feet. So they go right out the channel. But they're diving blind. They don't even have a sonar system.
Is Russell Bovit in Lake Willoughby? Does he rest there with a U-Haul trailer? Did the police and the yellow submarine or the two-man submersible miss him? Or is he closer to home at Coles Pond, where we have typically found most people in that 5-mile radius from their houses? Russell's car was found 4 miles away at Coles Pond. Is he closer to home? Or is he here at Lake Willoughby? In this investigation, I am looking at the road edge all the way down. I'm looking for access points. We don't know if the convict that confessed to murdering Russell actually knew a friend here and had access through one of these houses on the side of the road, or if he and his accomplice brought that vehicle or that U-Haul trailer to the top of the hill at the waterfall, backed up and dumped it off in the dark. We're not really sure, and until we investigate every piece of this, we're not sure exactly what happened or what occurred on that day on May 6th. May 6th of 1986 was a Tuesday. So what was Russell doing that day? Was he going to get packing supplies for the house that he was leaving in 12 days? Was he getting himself prepared before he went to his real estate appointment on May 7th in Stowe? What was he doing that he ended up on this dirt road at this time at night? Why was he there at 9 o'clock at night or in the dark? Since the last sighting was 9 o'clock at night on Tuesday the 6th, why was he over there at the pond, at Coles Pond? Why is he in that section? And it's 9 o'clock at night or 9:15 at night when he got there. When he went into the ditch, did he try to get home by hitching a ride? Did he try to get home by walking or running home? Trying to figure out, how did he get to Coles Pond, get into another vehicle or be put into another vehicle, and then be brought in a U-Haul trailer to Lake Willoughby? What's the timeline of that?
This guardrail wasn't here in '86.
down around the corner. But if they had a camp here, or they knew someone here, and that's the reason why they brought the trailer here, it's the only reason that they could get that vehicle in there is if they know somebody that has a location of access. But there's no real access. These houses are right on the cliff. Maybe in '86 it wasn't here, like maybe right there. But it really depends on, was the guardrail there? Easiest spot's right up here. If a guardrail wasn't here back in the day, you could roll it right in there. Welcome to Lake Willoughby. Right at the waterfall. Again, if there's no guardrail in '86, I'm wondering. 150 feet deep. You could logistically back up a truck. I'm going to come back here and we'll stop right there at the waterfall. That's beautiful. Pull over here. Look how pristine this is. So if there was no guardrail there in '86, it'd be possible. It drops way off real quick. I wanted to at least get the case back in the limelight to make sure that people are still looking for him. I'm going to post his picture here on the screen. Again, he was from Walden. It's 40 minutes away. So if the individual that brought him here in a U-Haul trailer wanted to get him far enough away from Walden, that way it wasn't in the normal travel pattern, and bring him to a deep lake. It's 385 feet out right there. 385 feet deep. Pretty crazy. So let's keep on investigating. Let's keep on moving this forward. You get a chance and to come here, come take a look at it. It's in this. You come into over the top of the hill, right through that valley, and these big cliffs. I just wanted to show it to you. Somewhere here there could be a U-Haul trailer with a man inside from 1986, Walden, Vermont. You know, these cases make you ponder, like you make you think about like how precious life is and how much every day is again.
Did the convict that confessed to Garth Drew bring the U-Haul trailer to Willoughby Lake and drop the trailer over the edge somewhere right here at the corner at 150 feet of depth? I'm not sure. My plan is to come back in the spring and sonar the entire eastern side of the lake along the road, and then head to Coles Pond and Lyford Pond in Walden and sonar those for an anomaly there as well. I also think I might have to do a little bit of a road walk in that 4-mile stretch from the house to the location where the vehicle was found in the mud. Russell is out there somewhere. I really believe he's closer to Walden than he is to Lake Willoughby, but we will entertain this rumor and see if we can find anything here in the spring, and then really work closer to where I believe his 5-mile radius is of where he went missing. He should be somewhere in that region.
That's awesome. I got that on film. That's beautiful.
When I return to Vermont in the spring, I'm going to be working on the Ashley Goodrich case, the Donnie Messier case, and the Bovit case, all combined and in a full docu-series. But I really believe that Russell could be closer to Coles Pond or to Lyford Pond, which are in Walden. I just think that the fact that the car was on the side of the road and stuck on the side of the road, I don't think you're picking up a human being and putting him into a U-Haul on the side of the road or dragging the person down the road. Something happened right then and there at Coles Pond where that car was left there and Russell was moved from the vehicle at that point in time. I don't think he was moved into a U-Haul though. You also have to think about the fact that Russell could have had this accident, gotten out of the vehicle and either walked or ran down the road, or he could have actually decided to cut through the fields to try to get home and could be actually in the backwoods in the 4-mile radius that the vehicle was left in from the house. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Every bit of that helps us right now as we try to grow the channel. And every time that you leave a comment or like the video makes a huge difference for us. Thank you so much.